8 Butterfly Sea Moss Powder. Take your daily routine to the next level. Natural vegan superfood powder, essential multivitamin powder made just for you.
Well, I'm telling you, these updates are coming in and they're coming in rapid. The pastor came with a message from Melly Mel. Yeah, the pastor is out and about, making sure that he's updating us with all the details, answering the strong allegations that Melly Mel would have put out against him, right? We're going to hear these details. And if you haven't already saw the live where we were highlighting these updates, we're going to make sure that we play the piece of video that the pastor is commenting on, where Melly Mel was making these strong allegations. And we're going to get a chance as well to hear from the mother of the father, who we would have heard from in that last 3-hour live presentation that we would have done. But we just want to make sure that we give you the updates right here so you can stay in context with everything that's going on with these developments coming in right now, right here on Delta 9 Media. Everything as it's related to 7-year-old Adriel, rising power and condolences to all his family and loved ones. We're going to hear right now from the pastor, because pastor saying, wait, man, like somebody taking pay. It's a Sunday. We hear directly with the pastor officer right here and right now. Make sure you thumbs up the live so persons will get a chance to see these updates and hear exactly what are the developing stories right now.
Good afternoon. So,
Well, let's notice that pastor just take a sip. And then what we would have heard in these allegations. But nonetheless, it could be a sip of Cokes. It could be some regular sorrel drink, Kool-Aid drink.
got a couple of minutes. And from what I can see happening with the internet, on the internet, I think that I don't necessarily have to do this live, but there's a lot of people out there that has a lot of questions, right? A lot of questions. I don't want you to go to bed tonight with those questions. If I can, I'll try my best to answer your questions. If somebody can tag Melly Mel and all the others, like Stephen Singh and so on, I ask him to call me. I don't know. So call me at 1 o'clock. He has a lot of questions that he would like to ask.
Tag Melly Mel. Let me get an update.
Melly Mel, Stephen Singh, and the others have questions that they would like to ask me, I got a couple of minutes, so you can start shooting your questions now. I'm more than happy to answer them once I can, and if the questions are relevant and it's within my range to answer. Who's gonna be the first person to ask the question? Yes, thank you for that question. The question is, why aren't you taking care of your mother? Now, I think that that question is only possible because, or it is coming from after the 7-year-old grandmother, right, which is my sister. Y'all don't ask the question plenty. Let me answer the first question. Why aren't you taking care of your mother? I don't know where y'all get the idea that I am not taking care or taking care of my mother. I don't want to answer the question with a question, but my mother got stroke Mother's Day last year. And from Mother's Day last year, I have been foot to foot with my mother all the time. So this idea that is out there that Nasib or the pastor or the family has not been taking care of their mother, that's false. Yes, I don't get to come to see my mother every day, but my mother lives with her grandson and her granddaughter, who recently, only a couple of weeks, the other house that you see in the yard, only a couple of weeks, my niece moved from where my mother is to her own house. My nephew, which is Aftab's father, he is there helping to look after his grandmother. I am her last son. All right? This idea that people get that I am not taking care of my mother, maybe it coming from my sister, what she said, that the little boy, and I don't know where Melly Mel get this thing from, that this little boy, who know a 72 years old woman, is it possible for a 7 years old boy to take care of a 72-year-old woman, to bathe her? Sometimes when I listen to people that put themselves out there as educated people, I am wondering what is happening. You know, when educated people say things like these, and other people who would hear that, everybody has a right to question what they hear, right? So you have a right to also question what we are saying to you, and I respect that. But think about it. Can a 7-year-old boy, and he is not this big built little boy, very small in stature, can he take care of that woman? Every Sunday, I come and I take my mother to church. You all know about that. I go with my mother wherever she wants to go. Once I make an appointment with her that, look, I'm going to come, I'm going to collect you, we're going to go here, we're going to go there. You got to listen, right? The boy don't live with his grandfather. He don't live with his grandmother. And they are saying what they are saying. But it is the father and the aunt and my grandmother. So this, I want you all to understand that this thing we are talking about, that why this little boy, and we live in this little boy, and why on the thing that people saying, why are we leaving her to live there? How many of you have an elderly parent? My mother don't want to live anywhere else but in her house. My mother can live with me. My mother can live with my other brother. There are other places my mother can live if she want to. But my mother want to live in her house. In her own house she wants to live. Right? When she got stroke, she was by my aunt for a few mornings. And then she decided that she wanted to come home to watch her sick husband. My stepfather passed away last November. Right? This 7-year-old boy taking care of my mother. This 7-year-old, can he cook? Can he clean? Can he wash? Huh? Can he move my mother? Change her? Bathe her? Come on, people. Y'all are big people. Y'all have sense. All right? You know, I believe that this whole thing is stemming from a little discussion or conversation that I had with the Honorable Mr. Azudin Mohammed yesterday. And I blame my niece and my sister for whatever they might have done and lead the man in the wrong direction. I blame them for that. That's why when I came here, they move away quickly.
So we're hearing some updates coming in right there from the pastor himself, the person who Melly Mel was making these strong allegations about, and the person who was in the back and forth with the honorable opposition leader, as well as the person that was being referenced by the grandmother. But guess what? We only hear his side so far. So it's only right that we give the grandmother, who is his sister, that he just would have highlighted, the opposition leader, and Melly Mel a chance now for highlight their side of what's going on before we hear some more from the pastor himself, giving everybody a fair opportunity to highlight the details of what's going on, because it's important that we're able to suss out exactly what's taking place as right-thinking Guyanese, because we're talking about the life of a 7-year-old child. Very, very important. Very, very much so. So we're going to hear these details now coming from the other persons that was referenced by the pastor. I think a good place to start is for us to hear Melly Mel's side and the things that Melly Mel was highlighting. Then we're going to move forward. Since the message was directly for Melly Mel and it was coming directly from the pastor.
This is a quick live. So, good morning. Share this live. So this is a quick live. So, we all saw the news yesterday about the 7-year-old boy getting his neck getting chopped or cut, and the grandmother slitting the grandmother's throat, and so according to my police contact, who is somebody who is close to the investigation, who's in the investigation right now, who's close to the investigation. So this is what happened. Good morning. According to somebody who's very close to the investigation, this is what happened. Apparently, the child own family chopped him by mistake. So this is what they did, right? Because I keep looking at that house and how the family does live. Who in the right mind going in there to rob? You understand? Rob this child and this grandmother. Who's the grandmother? First of all, the child grandmother is bedridden. That 7-year-old child that died was taking care of that grandmother, sponge bathing her, everything. That child didn't go to school in 2 weeks, right? No teaching call, no neighboring call, welfare check-in, nothing. So they had that child basically like the maid in that house taking care of that of their mother. Mind you, should get a daughter or another family member, her son or so living next door, living close by. But none of them are looking after this lady. That little 7-year-old child was looking after that child. That's where I said this system continue. The system, the child protection, the Ministry of Education, the system continue to fail the children of Guyana. So that little boy was taking care of the mother. And I don't care if the family vexed with me because I like talk. And yeah, don't worry, try to cover up no story, make it look like no robbery, because we know it's not no robbery. One of his own family by the name of Muhammad chopped that child. Yeah, and you know how he chopped the child? They were drinking 4 o'clock in the morning. Drink and drunk, all of them drinking, because apparently the father as well know what is going on. The brother, the pastor man, and all of them, right? They were drinking the morning, and they get into some fight. Chop the child by mistake, because apparently Muhammad go, I don't know if it's the father, he go for chop, the child father or some other uncle, he go for chop the child by mistake. And this is what I'm telling you, he confessed to the police. Chop the child by mistake, because they were drunk and fighting. Chop the child by mistake. But here was the hurtful. Here how these people so evil and wicked. They chop the child by mistake. When they're done, they try to make it look like a robbery. You know, they went and slit the own mother throat and pulled down her pampers, like if somebody tried to sexually assault. Well, obviously, clearly, they ain't get no feelings for the mother, or they don't care about the mother. You want
some crazy, far-reaching, and if we're really to analyze these allegations, and if these allegations turn out to be true, I'm telling you, we got some terrible, treacherous persons that are living among us, right? So y'all hear the allegations that would have caused the pastor to run out on a Sunday and say, listen, somebody might be taking pay. We all think Delta 9 travelers. What are your views about this situation? Because we get a chance to hear from the pastor. We hear some of the allegations. You know, I would have shared it in another live as well, and we can listen to some more. But we hear some of the allegations that cause the pastor to come out and make sure that he corrects what's right now making its waves around Guyana social media, international social media. I mean, this is what Melly Mel was highlighting earlier, right? Before we get into the details coming directly from the mother of the father as well.
understand? And the pastor is a liar. Yes, the pastor is a very liar man. They obviously don't have no feelings for the mother. And obviously, clearly not, because the child was taking care of the mother. All of them used to live right wrong, and they used to get no time with the mother. The mother bedridden, and that little grandchild was taken care of. That is why it was so easy for them to slit the mother throat, to try to make it look as though somebody break into the house, rob the try to rob them, or try to sexually assault the grandmother, the own mother, and slid the child's throat. And I now understand because the story just didn't adding up. The story wasn't adding up. Now Caesar, as usual, crass. He gone now this morning trying to cut some deal with the family cause for help them to make it look like a robbery. It wasn't no robbery. The own family by the name of Mohammed, who's the child, I think cousin or uncle or something like that, chopped the child by mistake. All of them were drinking. All of them they're drinking.
I'm telling you. The police force as well came forward and said, listen, these allegations that were made do not have any foundation in the truth, allegedly. Over here at Delta 9 Media, we are a neutral party. We're simply highlighting the headlines and what's going on in the social media space and on the ground, the trending headlines in Guyana and in the diaspora. And you can become a part of the team. How can you become a part of the team? By becoming a channel member. Yeah, you could become a channel member right here on Delta 9 Media. And that's one way how you can support independent media. That's one way how you can support Delta 9 Media. The barcode is on your screen right now. Scan that barcode or navigate to the bottom of your screen and you can join our channel membership. And for a little more than 16 cents a day, yeah, hear me right, 16 cents a day, you could support independent media, buddy. You could support Delta 9 Media. It don't cost you nothing much. 17 cents, less than a quarter. For less than a quarter a day, you could support this channel in a real way. Big up yourself to all the travelers right now. And let's continue with these updates because we're going to hear from the mother of the father as well. And we're going to hear the details that she's going to highlight about what's going on with the case.
And drunk 4 o'clock in the morning, fighting. He pick up the cutlass for chop. I think it's either the child father or the child brother. Chop the child chop the child neck clean by mistake. And then when they're done, all of them sit down and decided that they're gonna make it look like a robbery. Hello, Guyana Police Force, get it right. Y'all ain't covering up no story. Let the people know. Okay, now this is just a quick live. Now I'm heading out to the Guyana Independence Day Parade. I'm very sorry. Like I said again, the system in Guyana continue to fail our children because the neighbors, them know the child taking care of the mother, the grandmother bedridden. You got to sponge baby grandmother. You got to feed she. You got to do everything for her. 2 weeks now, the child ain't go to school, no teaching.
With your son, you was there for her. She could bring clothes and give you. She could have talked to you at any time. Yes, she could have reached out to you and the support that you gave their grandson. So the passing and they said they got somebody. You hear anything else again from that? To get somebody to arrest the person, so on?
Well, I get to understand it. Arrest the same person. It's not live far away from my mom. And they're at the Lenore station. When I get to understand where he was going, where he was saying, and he claimed that he go to chop the father, and he didn't get the father, he get the son. But it's lie, because he molested my mother. Who molested my mother? Who stabbed she? That is not no cutlass. Right? To be have, my brother went to the hospital, where he come and said is what I'm saying. My mother gave a statement that she know the person. Anytime she see the person, she can find he out and he raped she.
These are the most recent updates with what's going on, you know. We get a chance to hear from the pastor. We hear from Melly Mel. Now we're hearing as well from the father of Adriel. his mother, and she's highlighting these details to us. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? All right, thinking Guyanese and those in the diaspora, drop it into the comment section. Let's have some right thinking, meaningful conversation about this, buddy. The right person needs to be dealt with and dealt with condignly for this. We don't want to hear no situation where a person that might not be the person responsible end up taking the fall, and then a terrible individual like the one who's willing to do things like that to a 72-year-old. And look at what is the reality of what happened with the 7-year-old. We want persons like they're just walking around willy-nilly now. We got to deal with them and deal with them condignly, the full extent of the law, right? Let's hear some more details coming in from this grieving family member. And again, our condolences and rise in power to our everlasting energy. Let's hear some more from this interview.
And after the bustling, the little boy was sleeping next to she. The boy get up. And the boy said, "You can't do me grandmother though. You can't do me grandmother. Leave me grandmother." He start shout. He start screaming for help. My daughter lives sideways to the house. And she boy wasn't around. So she started holler out for neighbors. However, he choked the little boy. As my mother said, he choked the boy. And you see the boy now back off. And he'd walk to the kitchen, pick the knife up, slash his throat. Right? My mother was left on the bed naked. No pampers, his eyes was one side. And probably like he take off light because the house had no light. As my brother said, when he get a message, he get a phone call and he went there, the light was off. And when he put on the light, he see my mother in a pool of blood. When he watched to the door, he see the little boy. And he said when he checked, when he peeped, the boy already dead. So all we had to do, pick him mommy up, which is my mom.
So if the light was off, how could an elderly woman still be able to identify who this person was? Was she gonna identify them by voice? Was she still able to see them even though the light was off? You know, certain things that just come to mind as we're listening to the updates coming in. We all think about what we're hearing right here, Delta 9 travelers. Drop it in the comment section. I'm telling you.
Put you in the vehicle and rush it straight to the hospital and then rush it straight to the emergency. So they had to carry the clothes with the blood and some other stuff, sperms, whatever. They had to carry it to the lab. But so far they didn't get no information until now. How I feel? I feel something about this thing. Something about the line, not right. This got more than what happened here.
How you feel in your heart as your grandson?
I feel real messed up. For the whole morning, I didn't eat nothing. I don't want to see no food. I don't want to see nothing from me. I didn't have courage to do nothing. I said I'm gonna go there this afternoon, but like,
What kind of boy was your grandson?
Indian.
What kind he was? Jovial?
Jovial, jokey. When I go there, you jump on his sister. The last word he tell his sister, only sister, I'm gonna give you a big surprise for your 10-year birthday. That's what he tell his sister when I went the last month. The man buy some clothes.
Who buy the clothes? The mother?
The mother. She'll bring some clothes. And I carry it. I'm so happy for the clothes. He will jump on in all the clothes you're gonna try on. He said, Granny, how I look? Have a look. So you look good, son. Go to school, you be friend with all the teachers, no complaint. Everybody morning, good afternoon. Had good respect, manners. Yeah.
So when the mother said that she used to buy clothes and because she couldn't go, she used to
She
bring it to
can't
you.
go because my son Is my son, but he's not. No, he don't have no good. I'm a mother, and I tell you, he cast to Michelle and he separated because he didn't have no future. Michelle tried her best, but he didn't have no good. He caused a separation. And I had one tell Michelle to move on with your life because he don't have any good. And I take the girl and fight this girl to court to get the death by. And he's not doing what his father's supposed to do. He not stand as a father. Because he was a proper father, he should be home with his son. He should never leave and go nowhere. And he used to beat him. And molest him, beat him, cross his head. And the granny said, if you know you're going to do it, you got to move out from your house. You cannot beat him.
I don't read up the piece. I feel your heart and so on. But I just come to see you and I'm happy that Michelle, and I want to say to you that in this time, I mean, your grandson dead. And if you have already come together and give him a nice burial, you know, that is not another confusion.
No.
You
That is
know?
why I don't want no confusion.
Right. You
This
come
is a-
together.
Yes.
You know, Michelle is there as a mother, whether or not. And you said, and you're right, that she's a good person. She's young and trying to make life. She's only 28.
Michelle tries so much, ma'am. Michelle tries so much to make things good and to happy.
Mm.
You should two kids. But no, he had the cause. He had the cause. He's the fault. And I don't care. He vexed with me. I'm the mother, but he's the cause for it. He to blame. He caused operation because he had no good. Working money and just spend it out for no time. Anyhow, I have the little girl. I try my best. Send her to school. And I cannot do without she. I don't miss her ready. Since this morning, I forgot she's not home. I called for she.
Well, I would hope that you still got the other granddaughter
Yes.
and that you and Michelle, continue a good relationship.
All the time. You
I'm
ask
sure that-
Michelle. Michelle, me, you ever had a problem?
No.
No.
She said never. She said that in your absence.
Michelle, more than a daughter to me. I have two daughters, to be honest. What Michelle look out for me two daughters don't look out. Never. If I sick or not, Michelle is there. If I tell Michelle, my head hurt, Michelle reach. If it's the night self, she reaching. What she done for me? My own two daughters never do it.
Yeah, again, my condolences.
Yeah.
I want y'all just come together and go to see. Call Michelle brought me and so I want to see you, on the burial, and I don't come up to the funeral too.
Okay.
You hear? Come on, Divine.
August. It's
Smile, little. You look too sad again.
August.
Yeah.
The 30th of August.
Yes.
But my brother so ignorant talking straight crap.
If you want to get into too much of the the family details there, right? But we're gonna check it out. But peace.
Yeah, peace. That's why you're
Yes.
looking for peace.
Yes.
Let you go
That's
peace.
all. That's all. Yes. He got a death, very cool death, from what I heard. Nice chance. He
Nice.
didn't deserve it.
No, he didn't deserve that.
So, yes.
He didn't deserve it. He got. Now we try growing up. He didn't
Mm,
start a life right. Just
Yeah.
7. The body was only March,
mm,
and this is
yeah.
it. This is why we gotta live it. I gotta live with this until I dead.
Yeah.
Just like I lose a big son, I gotta live it up. I gotta live with my grandson now. I wake up, I just imagine when I go and see how he lie on the ground. Hard. Heartless.
Okay. Well, thanks much. You can see me again.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thanks for meeting with us too. Because by then we call right away, you give us direction and so on, and then
Yes.
try to make contact with your brother. Just to give our condolences and support in whatever way we can.
Yes.
Support. Feel free.
Yeah.
The Bible tells us that when people are mourning, we're to mourn with them. All right.
Yes.
And so we are here, and you'll hear from us. All right.
Yes.
And because of that, people are talking all kind of things. Listen to me. I am the person. If we were having a sport, there are cameras in this area. And if we were having a sport at that house, you don't think that they would have picked it up? if you were having a sport at the house, it is the neighbor at the back. After my niece called out to my neighbor because she was afraid to come out of her house. She called to the neighbor at the back, and it is the neighbor at the back that got on to my wife, and my wife told me to go check on your mother. When I came here, that is what I see. None of y'all, I wish to God that y'all never have to experience what I experience. And this is not the first time I'm having this experience. I witnessed other things in my life with a friend. All right? Y'all gotta stop what y'all doing. There is no profit to be made from this. What y'all want, likes, comments, bash people, insult people, talk bad about people, and all of that? You got to stop it. This thing, whether it has to do with racism, or it has to do with a mentality issue that Guyanese people have, all right? The police, listen to me. If I am guilty, and if I have something to do with it, y'all should report me to the police. Ask the police to arrest Pastor Nasib Mohammed and investigate me. Ask them, file a complaint. Do whatever y'all got to do. But listen to what I'm saying. I am asking y'all, the police already did their work. They already have the person. All right? We have to allow the law to take its course. Like I said yesterday, we have to allow the law to take its course. I always believe in that. Let the police do their work. And so far, I am saying, I am pleased with the response we got from the police. I am pleased with the from the starting, from the patrol getting here to those that had to come and everything else. The police was here all night guarding the house, day and night. And I thank God because I prayed and I asked the Lord for his intervention. You understand? I want you all to think about what you are saying. Think about how it is affecting the family.
What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? We get a chance to hear the updates coming in right there from the past himself. Then we heard from the mother of Adriel's father. She was making her points very clear to Honorable Brooms, who was on the scene again doing the work. I want you to realize the persons that should be in these positions with power over things that you could clearly see that even without the power, they're out there doing the work for the people, with the people. Big up to the whole ALP and Honorable Miss Simona brooms, right? Big up to all the frequent travelers. Big up to all the travelers that are going to catch this one in the rewind in the future. And guess what? Take a couple of seconds and make sure that you are a part of Team Delta. Yeah, you can become a channel member. The barcode is on the screen, or free. You know, it was the free way to become a part of Delta 9 Media. Subscribe. But if you would like to support us financially, making sure that you play your part in this movement, costs you nothing more than a quarter a day. 25 cents, less than 25 cents a day, right? And you can support independent media, international media. So much content, so many updates, so many interesting headlines that we got to update one another with. So make sure that you are a part of everything that's going on. Big up to all the frequent travelers that are going to catch this update. So even more updates, as y'all can see. The pastor come back and answer the allegations that was put out. Police force come out as well and had something to say about what Melly Mel would have exposed. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers?
8 Butterfly Black Seed, loaded with antioxidants and essential nutrients for your body's needs. Breathe better, feel better, live healthier. All the benefits of black seed oil without the taste. 8 Butterfly Black Seed Capsule.
100% wild-crafted sea moss. Only the best, because you deserve nothing less. 8 Butterfly.
Sleepy is the only diaper brand in Guyana with such a wide range to choose from. We cater to all babies, from newborns all the way to stage 7. Our collection includes Sleepy New, Sleepy Sensitive, Sleepy Natural and Organic, Sleepy Night, and don't forget our fashion jeans. Most of all, they're available in both paste and pull-up styles. Sleepy, Guyana's #1 selling baby diaper, available at stores nationwide.